We've had the mixed teams, now the all-important individual matches. We start with the bronze final here in the women's individual recurve. So here we see how the athletes got to this stage. Of course, they come through qualification, and we pick up the brackets in the recurve at the quarter-final stages. And a losing semi-finalist, Ya-Ting, well, she's going to go up against Nur Afisa Abdul Halil of Malaysia. Kang Chai-young, a 6-0 victor in the bottom semi-final. And it's Tomomi Sugimoto who goes into the top end of the final. Ya-Ting losing out 6-2 to her. Well, a beautiful Sunday afternoon. The wind is fairly steady now, but we can see we're surrounded by these skyscrapers, and it does sometimes make for swirly conditions. Let's find out who's going to take bronze here in the women's individual recurve.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field in the Recurve women's bronze medal match. 女士们、先生们，反击中女子个人铜牌决赛，欢迎运动员入场。1号靶位 ，on target number 1, representing Chinese Taipei.
So Chinese Taipei going for bronze with Ya-Ting, has an average arrow of 9.18, a significant advantage over Nur Afisa Abdul Halil with an 8.42. In fact, all the stats in terms of match win percentages and the tie-break win percentages all in favour of the athlete from Chinese Taipei. Abdul Halil, though, has some support in the crowd. She's shooting on target too. As we look down the range, she'll be on the right-hand side. But Mackenzie, you have to say Ya-Ting is probably the favourite here for this one.
I think she has a little bit of an advantage just off of experience. She's been here before. She's been on this final stage before. But I don't think we should ever discount someone who made it to the finals.
Absolutely not. So here we go. Bronze medal at stake here. Ya-Ting of Chinese Taipei shooting first.
Even start here.
So 3 arrows per athlete, not much room for error, and Ya-Ting scores our first 10 of this bronze medal match. Good grouping, and edging towards the 10 for Abdul Halil. So an opportunity here to draw level with a 10 for Abdul Halil, but she needs that 10. And she's dropped that one into a 9. A 27 out of 30, not a bad start, but Ya-Ting of Chinese Taipei takes the first 2 set points. Early days, Mackenzie, but a 27 out of 30, not bad from the Malaysian athlete.
The other thing to see is that her grouping was impeccable. I think all of her 3 arrows, the group size would fit inside the 10 ring. So I think just a few adjustments and she'll be right where she needs to be for this match.
But it's this lady here who scored the 28. She takes the set points. Taking this pretty seriously, as you can imagine, ranking points at stake here for the Malaysian. And we look back at the second arrow from Ya-Ting. Bang, right into the X-ring. So trailing, Abdul Halil shoots first into the 9. Just adjusted a bit there, Mackenzie. Top right this time.
adjustment to the opposite side. It seems like the wind has changed, so I think there's going to be some quick adjustments here from both Ya-Ting and Nur Afisa.
Oh, that one's gone high. Ya-Ting scoring an 8 on her first arrow, though. And into the X again on the second arrow. She's using that first as a sighter. Oh, that's gone even further out and up into the 6 ring. Just dropping into the 9, but more than enough, and that 6 was painful watching for Nur Afisa Abdul Halil. And Ya-Ting talking to her coach there. She dropped into the 8 with her first arrow, but like in the first set, the second goes straight into the 10, in fact into the X, followed by this 6. Oh, and that's a big error there for Nur Afisa Abdul Halil of Malaysia. A 40-point difference between the two in the ranking round, a 663 for Ya-Ting, ranked her 4th. Nur Afisa Abdul Halil shot a 623 in the ranking round and has fought her way to this medal match from number 34 in the seeding list. Well, an 8 from Ya-Ting at the start of the second set perhaps suggested that she's fallible, but it was plain sailing through that second set for her. Abdul Halil trailing will shoot first again in the third set. That's better. Good recovery.
Both in the same area of the target, so I'm thinking the wind is pretty calm right now.
Good grouping again from the Malaysian. A little adjustment though to her sight. Now, an opportunity for the Malaysian. A 9 puts this out of reach. And she's got a 9. 27 points for her will be enough. Ya-Ting can only get 26, but she'll want to put this in the 10. Just above in the 9. So first points for the Malaysian, and that will give her some comfort. She trails still, but only by 2 points. 4-2 as we go into the final set. Well, Malaysian started troubly, but there Ya-Ting dropping us into the 7, and what a response here from Nur Afisa Abdul Halil. And it's been a difficult start for the Malaysian, but here are all of her arrows, Mackenzie.
Again, just kind of grouping one side to the other side. Had those too high that are, I think, mistake arrows. I don't think that was wind or anything like that, but just really solid grouping on either side of the 10 ring. Hopefully she centered it up and can shoot some 10s this end.
And that's the thing, you can really recover even from a bad set, both those high arrows in that second set. Still trailing, Abdul Halil of Malaysia will shoot first in the final set here. The question is, can Ya-Ting find the middle?
A way more confident shot, and it hits at the center of the target. That's what you need in these finals matches.
Pressure on. And she's dropped that into the 8. You saw the little grimace. The face tells the story often here. Another confident one, and it's on the 9-10 ring. It's marked as a 9, but I fancy that might go to a measure. May not be important though. That's better, but the grouping's quite wide. An 8, though, is all that's required from Tanya Ting. And another 10 to finish it off. The measure inconsequential. She's taken the 4th set, 29-26, and even if that 9 gets marked up, she has taken it. Tanya Ting here has the medal in the bronze match with Nur Afisa Abdul Halil. She must have been pleased to be here, but in the end, Tanya Ting just too strong.
Yeah, really good shooting in this final. I think both athletes are really happy to be in a final right now, especially Tanya Ting recovering from a hand injury recently, but also the archer from Malaysia just getting a chance to go for a medal.